Pero coño! Ah! Ah! What are you sending me?
This is a Japanese idol group that was formed when they were all in high school. I want you to take a real good look at this picture and tell me, what music do you think they make? But Normie, that's an easy question. There are just 4 innocent high school girls
Atarashii
who...
Gakko.
Oh no. The kawaii and fierce Mizu, the graceful girl Kanon, the funky singer Rin, and the wild card Suzuka are all 4 friends that make the band group
個性や自由ではみ出していくはみ出していくそれが新しい学校のリーダーズボーン
This is a group that continues to break Japanese norms and are getting more and more popular after each passing year. Within the group, Rin and Kanon bring genuineness and authenticity. Mizu, being the oldest and shortest, provides the group's structure, while Suzuka, being born and raised on the opposite side of the country, treats every moment like it's her last. You might think that all of Japan is this nice and quiet place. May I introduce to you the Kansai Prefecture. If you already know Atarashii Gakko, you should know that Suzuka might be the odd one out in the group. Mainly because she's so the only one not born in Tokyo, but rather Osaka. And Osaka people...
Damn.
Really love to be social. And honestly, this might just be the most intimidating review that I'll ever do on this channel because there is a lot to cover with this group. And what you're going to get out of this video is a mere fraction of what this group has been able to achieve since their inception 10 years ago. It's a Japanese group that
I thought when he said that, I thought he meant that they were like still in high school. I was like, wait, what? There ain't no way.
Life.
Damn, they've been around for 10 years!
You simply just can't live without them. Every video or unhinged vlog has something special to offer. They are a group that has slowly built a name for themselves, and the secret to their success is that they are themselves. And what makes Atarashii Gakko a very intimidating group is, despite the crackhead energy they showcase, there's a fundamental idea that they preach in their music. They present the idea that you, the person listening, have something special to offer in this world, something that only you can do. And that's an idea Japanese culture really heavily frowns upon. If anyone fears this group, it would be Japanese society. Because this is not your normal idol group. This is an idol group with one mission to achieve, to slowly change Japanese society by promoting the freedom to express who you are. This is Japan's most scariest, hilarious, and unhinged musical group, Atarashii Gakko.
Everyone's special. Wow.
When I do more and more research about the group, I am met with their crazy, over-the-top music videos or unhinged vlogs, and I get more and more confused with each video I watch, because you keep asking yourself, how did this all start, or how did this all happen in the first place? I get intimidated by the fact that this group is leagues different compared to your average Japanese female idol group, but it feels like Atarashii Gakko is more than just an idol group. There is a meaning.
It's so crazy to think that 2015 was 10 years ago. I'm gonna throw up.
Much deeper when it comes to their group formation. And in order to understand that meaning, we need to go back 30 years ago. In the 1990s, stretching all the way to the late 2000s, the entire world was facing what I'm gonna call a band boom. A lot of the biggest artists at the time were bands that had their core members, and they did what they had to do to be successful. In today's music scene, you don't have to do too much research to find out that individual singers are now prioritized and thrusted into the spotlight. It wasn't uncommon for famous bands at the time, however, to receive that same spotlight. While those types of music groups
closer to 2050 than 2000. Get out of here.
found a way to keep the idea of idol groups alive well into the 2020s. But what I want you to think about is the how. How were they able to keep this idol culture alive for so long? Well, I want to present the idea that modern Japanese idol groups have become more business-oriented. In Japan, when you only have one spotlight to give, you want to make sure that whoever has that spotlight is the best of the best. And a lot of companies would go out of their way to make their own band groups, sort of almost assembling the Avengers of music members they believe would shine the best under that spotlight, which kind of sucks because while the spots to showcase your talent are very limited, as a result, the idol groups that compete for those spots just grow larger and larger. It doesn't matter if you have the voice of God, that years of experience and education starts to become a matter if you have the voice of God, that years of experience and education starts to become a major requirement in order to compete. Because of this, idol formations were becoming less and less inspirational. What was sort of lost in translation as music evolved was groups having humble beginnings. When I look at Atarashii Gakko, I'm reminded of those famous rock bands where before they got extremely well known, they were making music in their garage for the hell of it. Just by looking at how they react with each other, you can tell that they're just friends. Atarashii Gakko was formed when they all met in high school. A big reason why their interactions would be more natural compared to a more corporate formed band. Atarashii Gakko is that rare group that prioritizes their friendship first and having fun in order to get the best out of their music production. So you might be finally wondering what kind of music comes out of an innocent group of 4 nice Japanese girls. Atarashii Gakko's music is unique in every way. Want to know the history of a Japanese ghost in a school bathroom? They got you covered. Fighting an entire alien in California with just pineapples?
I like that
Why
song.
not? From their very first released song to their most popular one, the only thing that has remained consistent is keeping the topics of the songs inconsistent, except for one idea, and that is the idea of change. You see, Atarashii Gakko believes that the group was formed by destiny itself for just one purpose: be the representatives of the youth in order to change the current state of Japanese society and the people that live under it. Because Japan was once a place where hard work was viewed by how bright, innovative, and creative you are to sort of grow the country altogether. But today, Japan has become too complacent. The hard work that you do now is judged by how well you can follow orders from your higher-ups. Innovation and creativity was dying in Japan, and Toranse and Tokyo Calling was a direct reference to these beliefs. And the crazy thing about it was Atarashii Gakko had no fear telling it how it was.
個性自由ではみ出していく。でそれで青春日本代表ユースオブレプレゼンティティブジャパンみたいな感じの的な
Because of their fearlessness, countries outside of Japan have taken notice, especially a top dog record label in the US called 88 Rising. Due to the group's bombastic nature, a lot of the record labels that signed Atarashii Gakko before have eventually moved on from the group. Because it wasn't until 2021 when Atarashii Gakko found their new home under 88 Rising, to be signed under the same record label that have worked with previous music legends like Yoasobi, Rich Brian, and Joji is a serious step forward for their careers and is currently making a international splash all over the West as recent as Coachella of 2024. Despite being a group where they formed almost 10 years ago, they are just starting their careers. This isn't your typical idol group where they have to abide to so many rules. Just take a look at the countless vlogs that they have on their YouTube channel.
Cute.
They're pretty much doing whatever they want. They influence each other so much. You take any member out of the group and you don't have Atarashii Gakko anymore. This is not a group that's tied to any rules a traditional Japanese idol group would usually follow. In fact, they're trying to change those rules that restrict freedom, and I'm all for it.
Yeah, I'm so happy that they blew up, man. They're so good. Their music is so good. They're so talented. I'm so happy that they're blowing up. Kids having fun outside? What the? Who doesn't love them? I love them. Who don't love them? Who don't love them? I love them. Dun 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 dun.